Hey John, we are Group 2, and today we're going to talk about the linguistic consideration. I think language learning has been being studied for a very long time, especially the age-related questions. There are so many different studies that show us how those processes differ between children and adults nowadays. So, what are the differences between children and adults learning second languages? Then we will introduce you in the following presentation.
Hi, I'm Darrel. For the children, learning two languages are used in a similar way and acquire at the same time. They have one system and they solve two languages, so children often don't mixing up languages. Then, people who learn a second language in such separate contexts, we call them coordinate bilinguals. They learn language in two systems, not one system. They solve both languages. They will turn their native language in target language in a communicating. The searching told us made the acquisition of both languages in bilingual children is slightly slower than normal first language acquisition. But early childhood bilingualism is good for children to help them be more easily at concept formation and use the second language flexibly. 这边就是在说，对于小朋友来讲，学习第二外语会，他们比较不会搞混，是因为他们是用两种不同语言的体系在学习，但是大人在学习的时候会用自己本身母语的方法去套用在他们学习第二外语。那研究指出，相较之下，也许早期学第二外语的小朋友，他们在学习会比只学习第一语言的小朋友学习会慢，但是这会帮助他们使用第二外语更轻松，而且更灵活。
Interference between first and second language. And my name is Ben. A lot of research on non-simultaneous second acquisition in both children and adults has focused on the influence of first and second language. So there are some differences between children and adults. So I'm going to introduce the part of children. In large part, research said when young children learning first and second language have similar strategies and linguistic features. And what does it mean? It means that if children make some errors when they are learning second language, it's normally not interference errors from the first language. For example, when a language is learned, a child knows the grammar rules, so they will use similar ways to learn their second language. And if they make some mistakes, just like they learn their first language would happen. 这段的意思就是在说，当一个小孩在学习第一语言跟第二语言，他们会使用相同的方式，就像他们在学习第一语言一样。所以当他们在学习第二语言的时候，发生了一些错误，就像是他们在学习第一语言的时候也一样会发生的事情。
Hi, I'm Felix. And language acquisition is subconscious, and it allows a person to freely or naturally use language. It simply means that some amount of the language has been stored up so that it can be used spontaneously without conscious effort. For example, if I ask you, have you eaten lunch, you may say yes or no without thinking too much. And interference from the first language doesn't imply that interference is the most important factor in adult second language acquisition. Adult second language linguistic processes are more valuable to the effect of the first language on the second. And language transfer refers to speakers or writers applying knowledge from one to another, For example, translate French from English. I equals G, M equals sus, and hungry equals faim. So I'm hungry in French is Gis sus faim. And to formulate linguistic rules with the information from native language, second language, or even your teacher, classmate, and daily life. Adults learning a second language manifest some of the same errors found in children learning their first language. But here's some tip. You can study grammar frequently or begin thinking in that language, which is mean use your second language to thinking. Or you can identify some common mistake. Here's an easy one. It's with the common s. It's only ever used when short of it is. And it's without common s indicates something belonging something that isn't masculine or feminine, like his and hers, but used when you're not talking about the person.
The order of acquisition. In this paragraph, it mentions a noun called creative construction. This is the way how children learn their first languages. Some linguists collect the children's learning and give a conclusion. And the conclusion goes, there are 11 English morphemes in children learning English as a second language. And these 11 morphemes are just like how children learn their first language. And so let's see these 11 morphemes. Number 1, present progressive. And number 2 and 3 are preposition. And number 4 is plural. Number 5, past irregular. And number 6, possessive. Number 7, uncontractable copula. Number 8, articles. Number 9, past regular. And number 10, third person. And the last one is third person irregular. However, in a recent year, Gold-Snyder and de Keyser made a list for the earlier collection by proposing 5 determinants of acquisition order across numerous languages. And there are the 5 determinants. Number 1, perceptual salience. Number 2, semantic complexity. Number 3, morpho-phonological regularity. Number 4, syntactic category. And number 5, frequency in the input. And those 11 morphemes are classified into syntactic category. And our presentation ends right here. Thanks for your listening.